All right, let's see.
I'm not murdering that name. I'm not doing it.
You think I can say this name?
No, I'm not doing it, so you do it. That's
Imequanem Ogugua Biosa Jr.
Okay.
I did not add the junior in there.
He said junior.
Imequanem Ogugua Biosa Jr. Known professionally as Maxo Kream. Okay.
Yeah.
So one thing that I got to say about Maxo is I think he's great at storytelling.
That he is.
And I think that talent gets slept on because of maybe some of the content that he's talking about.
It's a little too hood for some people.
It's hood, but it's real.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He ain't spitting fraudulent. Yeah, yeah.
Like you hear this shit, you're like, oh yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I want to hear your take on some of the stuff that you heard in his album. What you think?
Shit had some that shit was gangster. That was a gangster ass album.
Did it feel Texas to you?
It definitely had a Texas twist to it. It wasn't full blown Texas though.
Right.
It didn't have like your typical, no, I'm talking about, styrofoam cups, 20-inch. Nah, the shit, like you said, it's like a Texas storyteller.
Right.
And we need more of that here in Texas. We don't have a lot of that. We got some, but we don't have, like, new age wise, like new rappers. We don't have too many new rappers coming out of Texas.
Right.
First off, but
that's kind of one of the reasons why I'm always like behind Maxo.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If we do get more, I would prefer them to be like this.
Right.
Like spit some real raw shit. Basically open a window. You basically open a window to real life shit happening down here.
He definitely opened up a window.
Yeah.
And
then hung out of it with the heater.
Right. With this cover, I believe that's his father on the cover. Yeah. Along with him.
That's what I was thinking.
There's a lot of similarities being drawn. You can just kind of see like a lot of this is about his father.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. The song where he's talking about his father and he's kind of breaking down like his father and like his abuse on his mom. Mm-hmm. Like how even like when he kind of broke down like some of the fights that he had with his dad, like the fist fights and all that kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? Like at the end of it, like he still loved his pops.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he was, like his pops was there and his pops was teaching him, but he wasn't at the same time because he was getting caught up in shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
He wasn't teaching him the right way, but because of that, he still was learning from it.
Right.
Because he doesn't necessarily have to soak in the wrong way to do it or the way that his dad was doing it. He's going to make some of the same mistakes, which, probably did, but at the same time got to see it firsthand. The dad made mistakes. He made his own mistakes. But yeah, it's tough out there when shit's real.
Right. That's why like that was a very heartfelt song, to be totally honest with you.
Yeah.
You could tell like he like that came from his soul.
Yeah.
But this album as a whole is solid, man.
It's definitely a solid album.
It's a solid street album. There's a lot of truth in this shit. There's a couple party records on here, like the Relays. For those of y'all don't know about the Relays,
She live.
If you're not from Texas, in Austin, the Relays happen usually around April, I believe.
I think so, yeah.
It was around April when we were young, so and everybody goes to Austin and parties it up. So
6th Street gets lit.
Yeah, I was actually happy to see that they called this the Relays. I was like, yeah, they're kind of going back to mine.
They did, but at the same time, they didn't necessarily talk about.
No, they didn't talk about the Relays, but it was just
a line basically saying like, "Move fast" or whatever.
Pass it off like a relay.
There you go.
But you gotta admit, as a Texas person, seeing that title, you're like,
got excited.
Yeah, I didn't get excited. I wasn't like I was expecting them to talk about the Relays, but when I seen the title, I was like, oh, Texas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's like if you would have named the track Whataburger, I'd be like, oh, Texas.
The Kappa.
Right.
Which
is what the track with Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah. Should have been called the Kappa.
Yeah. That'd have been lit if it was called the Kappa or F
right
Action.
People were thinking like, no cap? No, we're not talking about cap.
No,
not at all. Look that up. The Kappa.
The Kappa. Look up before the Kappa and after the Kappa.
Yeah, look that up and you'll really get a feel.
Do that in the search. About. Before the Kappa. Type in before the Kappa, like 2K. What? 2K2.
2K3. Like, shit. Around the time?
Around that time, yeah. And then look up after the Kappa. And then while you're at it, go look up Chopping Them Up Part 4, okay?
Look up all of them up to like Chopping Up Part 7.
Right. But no, man, it was solid, man. I really liked it, man. Yeah. He sounds like he's a little more seasoned. He sounds like we were talking about the hip hop numbers earlier.
Oh yeah.
You can hear like his words and like his wordplay, like
the rhyme scheme.
Like it's actually very sharp. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It may not like hit somebody like in the East Coast or maybe even the West Coast because they're looking for like a certain type of lyrical or whatever. It's very sharp. You know what I'm saying? What Max was talking about, man. So
that Brenda song went hard.
So I want to ask you about that. How'd you feel about that? I mean, you felt it was hard. That was it.
No, it was nice for someone to kind of take it to a different level. Like Brenda's got a baby, and then
and like expand it, and like push it to a different new generation almost.
Exactly,
right,
pretty much. And then, like,
that's what I got from it too.
And it was very nice.
So you didn't feel like he was disrespectful?
Nah.
You feel like he was pushing.
He didn't say no. He didn't say nothing disrespectful.
He did say Crip.
Yeah, but that was Tupac a blood? No. Tupac wasn't a blood.
Crip.
That's just because that's what he knows.
Right.
What is he?
Yeah,
he's a Crip.
He was like, just because you a Crip don't mean.
But
no, I fuck with you.
Still, just that whole everything he says, you can flip it around and put it in any gang, like a gang member's life, and that's pretty much possibly their lifestyle too.
Right.
Just gang life. Shit's rough, but he fucking made that song and he did that thing. I like that shit. I was jamming. I was like, I like how he did that. You know, it was better than Glasses Malone.
What'd you think about the track he did with ScHoolboy?
That shit went hard.
Right. I like that one too.
That shit
the one ASAP Ferg went hard. I did like 8 Figures. 8 Figures was
the 8 Figures.
You ain't got money unless you got 8 Figures.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, damn, is he really getting 8 Figures out here? Shouts out to him.
He could be. Start off with 1 and
he stack it
9 more, whatever. Yeah.
Stack that shit. No, but Brenda's interesting because if y'all like Tupac and y'all want to hear somebody expand on the Brenda's Got a Baby and take it into somewhat of a different direction, you should check that out. It's like a sequel.
Yeah, in a sense.
Yeah, in a sense. Yeah. Yeah, man. What you give us on a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah, I was gonna say we need to rate this. I have to say I give it an 8.
8. I give it 8.5.
Yeah.
It was solid. Some of the party tracks was kind of, I was like, all right, because there is a flow happening with the album.
Yeah.
Where there's like stories. Just the intro track was like a long ass story. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, nigga, did you breathe? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just going and telling this story, and I'm just like listening, bro. Like, just listen to this man just paint this whole picture.
Okay.
Good quality shit. And then we get into like some of the party tracks. I'm like, all right,
kind of bring it down, bring not necessarily bring it down.
Yeah, it doesn't bring it down, but it throws off the flow a little bit.
Yeah, that's what it does.
They're not bad songs. Like the Relay song is like kind of a party song. It actually sounds better than I thought it would.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With Travis Scott. Because I was like,
I thought it was going to be completely like...
I was like, what is he going to do now? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. With Travis Scott. I was like, he's going to do the same thing. He kind of switched it up a little bit. So You know, sometimes when you see these features, like they won't give their best. Yeah. I felt like Travis Scott brought his best.
He did.
You know what I'm saying?
I was definitely pleased with Travis Scott's verse.
Right.
Like rep that Texas.
Yeah, he was repping. But shout out to Maxo, young Maxo out here.
Go check out that album. Let us know what you feel. What you thought about it.
Definitely. Last review, and then we'll get the fuck up out of here.
Yeah.